Welcome to Fiber Hustle. My name is Chip.
My name is Aaron.
I love to sew beautiful quilts and keep on the latest on TikTok.
I like to knit and crochet and try to go. Okay, let's start again. Try to grow my hair out before it's all gone.
And you like to watch.
You do, episode 32. 32. How was your February?
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to new viewers, old viewers, viewers that are...
Cheers to February.
Cheers to February. It's gone. It's gone. Forget about it. It's gone. It's over.
Okay, this is my first adult beverage.
He's had this much and he's already gone.
This is my first adult beverage since New Year's Eve, and it's so tasty too.
He's gonna be double drinking it.
It is a go-go and bourbon.
Nice. Mine's just a Mac and Jack's beer from Redmond, Washington, which is a very tasty beer. Well, should we talk about these glasses that we have them in?
Cheers. Let's do it. Ladies, gentlemen, do you ever get thirsty and you just can't find the right cup?
Yeah.
Do you ever just say, "Hey, I need to brand myself"?
Yes.
I bet you do.
I bet you do. This is Knit Swag's new Buffalo Plaid pint glass. Blue, green, yellow, and red.
No, this is green.
No, I said blue. They come in blue, green, yellow, and red.
And red.
Yes, and you can customize them. Obviously, this is gonna be a good tongue twister episode. Customize them. This is gonna be amazing. This is why we don't drink usually on the show, because
Put that on TikTok.
we got our custom made, and it's Hustlers. She asked if we wanted our names, and we usually do not need our names on anything. Kelly at Knit Swag, not the name drop, but Kelly at Knit Swag. And you guys, she has been generous enough to give 15% off till the end of the month if you use the code Buffalo Plaid. So 15% off until March 31st, Buffalo Plaid. I mean, summer is right around the corner. Your custom pint glass for those barbecues that you may or may not attend. It depends how the world is then.
Love it.
But I'm enjoying mine so far.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to take go pause, go.
I'll just do it. It's our anniversary month. Not us, but our podcast anniversary month.
We have anniversaries galore. So, you have been with us for this tacky little show. This journey has been going on for 3 years, y'all.
Yes, in a few weeks it'll be 3 years. Can you believe it?
I can.
You're like, I can't. We've always wanted to do like a Mystery Science Theater episode where we go back and you watch us watching our first episode because it was very cringy. I still think it would be fun, but I don't know how the logistics would work on that. But I think it'd be fun because we were very...
In a live chat?
Hi, my name is Aaron. My name is Chip. And then we became ourselves the second episode.
Boom.
Ooh, a live chat and watching our first episode.
Like a premiere episode.
Oh, that would be so awesome. That would be cool.
All right, speaking of anniversary, we have both been in lockdown mode, quarantining at home for 1 year now. For me at work was March 5th.
It has been, me at work was 3/3, so it's been officially a year. I have been working from home, and I've been into the office, I think, once.
And I really don't think I've gained that much weight.
I think I found it for you. Ate that, and then other things. But whatever. That's where we're at right now. And it doesn't matter.
If things are going to be stuffed back in the tube like toothpaste, so be it.
I mean, I had some good eats this past year, so that's all that matters.
So, how long have you guys been quarantining? Are you still quarantining? Have you had your flu shot, your COVID shot? I've signed up, and they said, nope, you're not ready yet. So
I'm supposed to sign up Tuesday, I think, and see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Ooh, yeah, we played, so we have one member of our bubble.
Literally, we have one person in our
bubble. Person in our bubble who is outside of us and the cat. And so every Wednesday we go and play games at our neighbor's house. And how old is she now? 87?
86. She'll be 87 in June.
And she is cutthroat when it comes to games.
She really is. I thought we'd be like, oh.
She takes so much joy. She not only, like, if she's sending your piece home, like, she not only, like, takes joy that you're watching this happen, but she flicks your piece off.
I was not expecting that. The first time we played a couple weeks ago, we played the German version of Parcheesi. I forget what it was called. But, and she's like playing, and she landed on one of us, and she literally flicked the piece like across the table. We're like, wait, I thought this was not going to be like this. And then, ooh, she's.
I am not allowing you to bring Monopoly.
Oh, that's the only game I can win at. I have not won. I've won 2 games out of all the games we played.
I have won maybe 3. We've been doing it about a month now.
Yeah, and she always wins for something. And it's not like we're like, oh, let's be nice to her. She's winning, and well, good for her. But I want to win if I'm going to continue to go over there.
I think it's something like the house always wins. We always go over to her house. The house always wins.
Exactly.
So, anyway, yeah, besides game nights, besides quarantining, like we've had so much free time, we haven't had time to podcast.
We've been really enjoying our free time. February was February. We had a good snow.
It's a short month.
Yeah, we had a great snow. For those of you in other places, you had snow, but the terrifying kind. I hope everybody is well. But here we had 24 hours of snow. It was gorgeous. We got about 11 inches. I couldn't take my eyes off the bird feeder. Literally, I was like just sitting outside just watching the bird feeder because it was just fascinating to me. And then we had a Valentine's Day bingo. Well, it was the day before Valentine's, but we had a Valentine's bingo on the 13th. And it was a joy. We had a smaller crowd than normal. People started dropping, I think, just because of the weather, Valentine's Day, date confusions. But we had a lot of fun.
The next number is I-23. Remember the same card and everything.
Bingo! My first time.
No.
I feel special.
Honest, that is Yolanda. Do you choose?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh, Yolanda.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that.
You want to spin. You want to take your chances on the wheel.
I need to hear her numbers first to make sure it's legit.
You don't trust me?
Nothing.
It was so much fun. And there were some new people. There were some usual suspects, and it just, I love it. We always clock for like 90 minutes, is enough for 3 games, and we went just a little bit over it, but we can't tell you how much fun it is. And there's people who are saying, hey, I'd love to join, but you got to sign up.
Yeah, you got to sign up, which the link will be below for our next bingo is going to be.
That?
It will be.
Wait. What? Bingo.
It will be April 17th. It's kind of already full, but we encourage you still to sign up because we're doing it every 2 months, April, May, June. So we will have another one in June. So yeah, please go to the link below, sign up, and then you'll be on the next bingo. If you want to donate anything to the bingo, feel free to send it on to us, and then we will send it out to the world to those winners. Speaking of donations, we put together a little classy video for you to see of everything that was donated in this last bingo.
A showcase video.
It's a showcase showdown. Here it is.
You're going to have to slow down.
I am going to have to slow down.
Okay, so thank you for all of those wonderful prizes, but wait, there's more.
Is it really?
There is more.
Tell me more. Like, is it really?
Okay, so Lilith Rose was... Lilith Rose.
Oh my gosh, is it really going to be that kind of episode? Lilith Rose, Briar from Lilith Rose.
I did not start drinking until we just started recording. This is all I've had. So this is honest, just...
Whatever's happening is just happening, not because of alcohol.
Lilith Rose.
You have your Joker laugh. You're saying... Don't start.
Lilith Rose.
Lilith Rose, Briar from Lilith Rose.
Bless her heart. She is giving 15% off. She's giving 15% off. When? How long?
with the code, let me see this, sorry. With the code Hustle Sprouts, Lilith Rose Fibers, you can get 15% off. That's pretty much good until she says stop. So let's just say to the end of the year right now, but there is no cutoff on that. So 15% off. And she does all natural dyeing. She's awesome. She's cool. She's badass. This has nothing to do with her. I don't know what's happening in this world or realm right now.
But how long is that good for?
Which I've already said. It is good. There is no expiration date, but let's just say to the end of the year, just to make it fair to everyone.
Love it.
So that's 15% off. Brendan sent us that gorgeous fabric that we gave him.
Mr. Bird.
Oh, all those had a chip package. Chip, your package went overseas. Your package has been everywhere. Basket.
My basket.
Basket, not package. Oh my God.
Everybody calls them bags.
What is
They're baskets.
Chip's basket.
My basket has been deployed, all of them.
There's a basket on its way to Germany. There's one that's on its way to Ireland, Texas. They are just making their way out there. So yes, this was a bigger bingo game than we prize donation-wise because everybody got a chip basket and also the goodies that came in with like Jedidragoon. Her stitch markers are amazing. Her link is below.
I love her stitch markers, and actually, if there was a way to make them into pull tags,
Oh yeah, hers. She has a steampunk. She has some that are steampunk. She has some that have like little like popsicles and stuff like that. So definitely check out her if you need some stitch markers. Our friend Cindy from Canada donated $50 gift certificate.
wow.
And actually the gentleman at Needles of the Ready won that gift certificate. Nancy at Trilogy Yarns is going to be at Nifty Knitter next week in Issaquah, Washington. So those of us in the Pacific Northwest, there's no reason just to stay inside. Grab your mask, head over to Issaquah because Nancy will be there. I think it's Friday and Saturday selling her Trilogy Yarns yarn.
Love it.
Yeah. Paula Stoner, thank you very much for donating it's a bag that had little bees on it, and it was a sock set. It came with a pattern, and that's actually going to Gary up in Canada.
Gary,
I can't say it correctly, but yes, Gary, our podcaster friend. Thank you very much.
Gary is the nice. I mean, he's a nice gentleman. He's nice. I mean, what can you say? He's nice. If you're not watching, what's the name?
Urban Yarns.
Urban Yarns. What do you do with your life?
Nothing, apparently. So, yeah.
Gary, thank you, and Paula Stones. I love her bee. All of that, like everything was. Her whole thing was just so sweet and color coordinated. And
yeah, thank you, Paula. We really appreciate it.
So sweet.
What else do we have? So we talked about the knit swag.
Oh, wait.
You're gonna get
But we did get to meet Yolanda.
I know. I was kind of excited about that.
I was like a little starstruck because Happy Knits, Yolanda played with us, and it was like, I was a little starstruck
it took everything for me to say, "Where's Jordan?" But I thought it'd be odd for a 45-year-old to go, "Where's your son that's like 16?" Just because I wanted to say hi to Jordan. 16 or 15.
So thank you for playing with us.
No, we appreciate it.
Seriously, if you guys want to play, I mean, it's like, I mean, I know we're kind of a big deal, but it's not that hard to get in.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. We should move this, whatever it is, along. Speaking of your basket.
Oh, wait, we kind of skipped over Brendan. So Brendan was Brendan Berg, he had donated some fabric and huge layer cakes. And thank you, they were gorgeous. Aaron, when he was editing the video, he's like, I'm surprised you didn't keep those.
Yeah, I was like, are you sure you don't want to keep these? You actually want to donate them? And yeah, we donated them.
Yeah, so.
Oh, and one more code we have for you is Naughty Knitting Sacks for 15% off. So if you ever go to Naughty Knitting Sacks, you can get 15% off using the code Hustlers15. And we love her. We love her, Buttercup. We love you, Buttercup.
We love you, Buttercup. So we call her Buttercup. It was just like, hey, what's up, Buttercup? The first time we ever exchanged pleasantries on Insta, it was just, I said, what's up, Buttercup? And it was just like, ever since then, it just stuck, and we are each other's Buttercup. So we love you.
Her. Yeah. Ting, another ting.
All right, so Aaron, move us along.
Chip? You make that?
I think I did. I don't remember what I made. Is it possible that you could actually, it must be the cups. Get these cups.
It's like the cheapest day ever if you just get these pint glasses. Then something takes over. I mean,
oh my God, Knit Swag, how are you doing?
Thank you to all our subscribers that have come back. Thank you for all the new people.
All right, so the shenanigans. Okay, so.
Let's get into the real stuff.
Yes, so I did make that. Are you ready? You all are going to be floored.
I am floored already because I saw them being made.
Ooh.
You did not make those. You did not make those. I did not make those.
How do you know I
Someone
didn't make
else
these?
is making socks for my man.
So Nancy over at Trilogy Yarn was so sweet, and like she understood the struggle was real. When you have a knitter in the house who refuses to knit socks, and she was like, Chip, what is your foot size? And so she whipped these up for me. I'm sure, like the woman, she knits like, you know,
she's so fast.
She's like got on V8. And she sent these to me. Nancy, thank you so much, Trilogy Yarns. And
Very
so,
nice of her.
I'm going to claim that this is one of my makes this week.
And I think you have another pair coming from another person in our hustler world.
What? Do I know about that?
I don't know, but I think something might arrive soon. So
thanks for spoiling
everybody
it.
feels so bad for Chip. They're like, oh, I'll make you some socks. I did make him a pair of socks.
Nancy, and they were lovely. Your socks.
That's why they're over there somewhere just hanging out.
Dude, there are still stitch markers on there. I don't know what that means.
I dropped a stitch. I haven't fixed it yet. That's what that means. No, I love those.
It's like
Those are
TBD.
great. You'll get them eventually.
You know, it's all about the community. So like you've got as we're embracing the Zoomers. So you have like Gen Z, and like they're all on Zoom and Facebook Live, and they're on like all these things. So they call them Zoomers. And so here is.
No idea that was real.
Yes, so they call them Zoomers.
Oh, you work with a different age group than I do, apparently.
So the Zoomers are all about the TikTok, and I was actually participating in a study at work yesterday, and I don't know if I told you this. So I was like, oh, my stomach was growling. I hadn't eaten breakfast, and I told Slavna, I told you I was going to give you a shout out. I said, Slavna, I haven't eaten, and she says, oh, I didn't eat breakfast, but I had like this brunch situation.
Situation? You do or you don't?
And I was like, a situation? So, so Slavna and her brunch situation and her TikTok lingo. That's what got all of this started. Like, I was like, I am so out of the loop in like young people culture, and
we're at that age now.
we are at that age. I know more people who are like, oh, in the news, this is who died today, than I know who is like winning awards. And so let's come full circle. So I lost myself.
Amazing.
Okay, so anyway, so that's what I wanted to bring up. So, Michael over at Piece for Peace.
Yes, you're obsessed with him.
I am obsessed with him because he will keep you youthful, vibrant, and like I just love. He's like, I'm here for it. I am living for it. And
No,
like,
we were actually watching Michael's podcast last week. He's like, God, I love him.
I-
he goes, I'm going to call him right now. I'm like,
And he
it's
didn't pick up my
Sunday.
phone
He just
call.
moved into it. He went, nope.
he's like, sorry, I was doing the dishes.
But yes, Michael, he is living for you.
I am living. I am here for it. like if you guys have not watched his channel, he is one of those people that you want to bring into the fold with your knitting circle because he just brings he's a breath of fresh air. He's got so much good energy that he just puts out into the world. So like, Michael, love you.
He's hip. He listens to good
He's
music.
hip. I want him to
knits
be
well.
my spirit guide.
Let's do it.
So anyway, so back to Nancy. Thank you for these lovely trilogy yarn. Actually, these are not trilogy yarn.
I don't think they are.
They're not trilogy yarn. But Nancy, thank you for the socks. So
And they're your color. You like green, all that good stuff.
she was very thoughtful and
Very thoughtful.
you know, I mean, like how amazing that is that when you got like you got your squad that you're, you know, people that you have your knit night with, people that you enjoy, like they're somewhere in a different part of the country, and like you got GIFs that are coming in the mail.
We love GIFs.
So like, thank you so much. So Erin, I noticed that your glasses.
I know. I need to not.
Like pace. There could only be one rowdy girl at this table.
You can't sit with us.
All right, and back to you.
Are we? Okay, this is part of the agenda. And the agenda moved a little bit, but you got to ask me the question.
Oh, Erin, you made that?
I did, gang. Speaking of socks, would you look at this? I have made myself 2 shorty pairs of socks, and I said that I wasn't really into sock knitting, and I tried, and you know what I think it is? When there's like, here's the socks I made. When you make a sweater, you put the sweater on, you show everybody. When you have a shawl, you put it on and you show everybody. Socks, everybody just kind of puts them on these and goes, here, I made a pair of socks.
Oh, yes.
You're just not catching up?
Yes.
This
is so good.
Only if there was a way to make sock knitting and showing them to people on YouTube and the show, it would be so much more exciting.
I love excitement.
Hi, I'm Aaron from Fiber Hustle. Showing socks on your podcast is great and all, but it doesn't show us what they do. Let's change that.
Now that is how you show off some socks.
It is, because again, people wear these sweaters and show them in their shawls, but nobody's just showing their socks. They're like, here, I knit a sock. Make sock knitting exciting, and then I'll be more into it.
I see you're very passionate about this.
I am very passionate about it. Let me tell you a little bit about these, gang, though. So this yarn was sent to us by our friends at Curly Seams. I think it was, well, I don't know, it was Tracy or Emma that sent us this last year. I think it was Tracy. So this is signature, is West Yorkshire Spinners. It is signature 4-ply, contains 35% blue-faced Leicester. We'll go with that. Either way, it's perfect for socks. So,
Leicester.
Is that what it is?
Leicester.
It does smell woolly, I'll be honest with you.
Does it?
Yes. You're going to be like, oh, yeah.
No, I don't smell it.
Oh, okay, then I'm having a stroke. It is a little bit, smells woolly. And one thing I will say, I love the pattern that it knit up because it's a self-striping pattern. But I pulled it out through the middle, yarn barf. There were so many knots in this.
Did you just say yarn barf?
That's a real thing.
Oh.
The people out there will know what it is.
The people.
The people, the hustlers out there know what it is. I had to kind of break some of the yarn at times just to get through the knot. And I don't know if that's normal or maybe I got a skein that was a little bit of, but I do love the way that it knit up. I used the Crazy Sock Lady pattern, except for I did my own top. I was like, I wanted to make shorties, so I just knit about an inch of ribbing, and then I started her pattern to finish it off. I did these on 9-inch circular needles. Did you know that if you turn off your lights and look in the mirror and say 9-inch circular needles 3 times, Rain, Kevin pop up and say your house is a poop show? Just saying.
I believe
that is. So I did them on 9-inch circular needles until I got to the gusset and cuff and stuff. I did that on DPNs. Then I closed it off with magic loop with a Kitchener stitch at the end. I'm still don't know if I'm a sock knitter, but this was one thing that I got to a certain point in my other knitting that I will show later, that I was just like, I need something just kind of potato chip knitting, popcorn knitting, what the kids call it. And I was just like, I need something just to take a little break for a few days. And I came up with these. And I'm super happy. These were on 2.5 millimeter needles. And I do want to go down to 2.25.
I thought you said 9-inch.
9-inch circular needles is what I did them on. But they were 2.50 gauge millimeter needles.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry.
So 9 inches is the actual length of the cord with the needles. So yeah, I want to go down to 2.25 just to get a tighter fit because I did cast on 70, I think it's 72 stitches, 74? 74 stitches. And they're still just a little too big, so I want to go down. I want to try chips on. Because I think that was
I don't want his big feet in my socks.
I want to see how they fit, though.
Okay.
But yeah.
You're looking good. You were looking like a snack.
Is that the new wolf?
Woof. You were looking, that Aaron on a skateboard, that's a snack. And I like your running man. I can never do the running man.
So I can actually do it pretty well, but if you notice, we cut a bunch of branches down from a tree next to us so our neighbors can see directly into our backyard. And I think they think we're weird anyways. So I'm out there doing that. I look over and I see I swear, the blinds went, and I was like, oh, should I still be doing this? I was like, I lived here first. So I was just like, okay. And then I came back inside. New neighbor issues, but whatever. They have to know.
You were still looking like a snack.
Thank you very much. I was going to say I'm something, but I don't know the TikTok lingo anymore. Let's move on. Chip, you made that?
I did, and let me look at the okay. Oh, I had to look and see where we were. So, do you guys like the rodeo?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Do you like knitting?
I do, yes.
I bet you do.
Oh my gosh, yes.
How would you like a rodeo-inspired knit basket?
Oh, it sounds like pony play.
I've got the cows have come home.
Ah, I love it.
So I was at Aunt Joanne's, and I was just like, I was looking, and I wanted to find like just something different that I could make the baskets, the chip baskets, if you will. And
you love your basket out there for everyone.
I love a good basket, and I found this this cowhide, and I was like, oh my God. Now, it's vegan, it's not real, but it feels so good.
I haven't touched a cow.
I mean, like it's
20-some years, but yes, it.
Oh my God, it feels so good, and I just absolutely love, love, love. And so, if you want to be vegan, and did you guys notice that we have our ladies of the who are they?
They're not the ladies of the rodeo. For Women's Month, we have the women of country music, the greats. We have Tammy Wynette, Dolly Parton, and Patsy Cline.
Stand by your man.
That's Tammy Wynette. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, and
I've already claimed this bag too.
Yeah, so this one's going to Aaron, and I absolutely I love these because you've got, I mean, like, you got plenty of room in there. But wait, what if you not just besides a cow? Oh, you claimed that.
This is mine, so I'm going to start putting things in.
What about
already.
a pony?
Ooh,
I'm a pony.
I was doing the rodeo. Never mind.
Did you guys ever see, was it Eddie Murphy who was impersonating Richard Simmons? And he's like, I'm a pony, I'm a pony.
I have not seen that one, but you've mentioned it before.
Oh my God, it breaks me up into hysterics, but I love a good pony print.
Ponies.
Yes. So this one, I don't know what home this is going to go to. But yes, definitely, like I'm inching closer and closer to actually trying to sell these, but I want to make sure that they're right, and that, like, I'm experimenting, like deciding what kind of structure foam to use. And so I use 2 different kinds of foam in these, just trying to lower the price point of what it costs me to make them. But I will say, like, these were a little bit more expensive because of the cowhide and the pony, but they just feel so luxe.
Yeah, and I don't know if you see, they have a little bit of quilting on them. They have like squares and stuff. So.
Yep.
They do got the quilting on.
Got the quilting, and I was a little confused whether I was going to go with this kind of diagonal box quilting or what I was going to do, but I'm pleased with it. I think they really look good, and I think it's so much fun.
It is fun. I like this one.
And so we've got the moo. We'll call that one the moo, and this one's the pony.
It's part of your moo line. It's part of your barnyard line.
the
barnyard line.
And then this sucker, this one is going. This one is going to, drum roll, Nancy over at Trilogy Yarn.
This is like the Nancy episode.
You know what? We might as well just splatter it and put it in the title.
The Trilogy Yarn, sponsored by.
The more you sew.
Yes. The more you're nice.
But yeah, so actually, Ray and Kevin Kevin won in bingo, and so he got one of the chip baskets, and so of course I can't just send one, so I sent a Ray. Ray is getting one of these too.
Yes, needles at the ready, Ray and Kevin.
Oh, sorry.
Name drop.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I love these. I used a little bit more of like interior decorating fabric. So like more of the household section. I didn't go with quilting cotton because I wanted more hefty fabric, and I wanted more structure. And what's really great about these bags, I mean, like literally, this could be stuffed into a drawer and it's going to pop back.
Pop.
And so what I found is like, so like Nancy or any of you guys who have one of these bags on its way, if you just steam iron it, and it should just get all if there's any wrinkles or anything, it'll puff it back into place. I did use a better grade foam. It's a cosplay foam just for that purpose, because I want it to retain its memory, and I want it to be able to not be like, like it stays that way. So Nancy, you're getting a bag, and when you come and visit, do I have to leave the house?
Yes, you might have to leave the house to go see Nancy.
I will
and say
personally
hello.
want to deliver this to you because you're going to go visit her.
I am.
When she's up here in the further Pacific Northwest. And wait a minute.
Nifty Knitters in Issaquah.
She's going to be at where?
The Nifty Knitter in Issaquah this Friday and Saturday.
Is it this Friday?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So and that's why
I would probably go Saturday though, because I do have a day job.
I thought you were taking this Friday off.
I do not know yet.
Oh, okay. TBD. TikTok.
TBD.
Just check. So so Nancy, this one is all you, and thank you again so much for the socks. Love, 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 love. Trading.
Nice.
Trading. Aaron.
That is all I had for, you made that?
But you know what? I have a question for you.
Okay.
What are you making?
What am I making? Okay, this is exciting. So let me pull out one of my chip bags. So I am making the Vertices Unite pattern by Stephen West. And the reason I am making this is last time we chatted, gang, I was going to make the Reverberate shawl because I had some yarn from Serial Knitters, Dye House by Serial Knitters, and I needed 3 of those yarns, but I had 4, and I really couldn't make up my mind. So I said, what pattern can I do all 4 yarns? And then I needed a 5th yarn, so I went in my stash and did something. But I am loving this pattern. Let me move my chip basket. It's almost like a puzzle. So let me hold it up real quick without the needles getting off. And I only have one more section left. There's 6, I don't understand what's happening. And you are showing the back half, so if you would do that kindly.
There's a back half?
There's a back half. There are 6 different sections in this.
Aaron, this is gorgeous.
It's going to be gorgeous. I'm super excited about this. So what I need to do, if we lay it down real quick, is
Isn't this the back half?
This is the front. And this is the back, as you can see the seam.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Is you seam?
Yep.
So yeah. So you start with, it's a paid for pattern, so I can't give you the recipe or anything, but you start with panel 1, which is right here. And I used a combination of, this is all Dye House Serial Knitters, of cinnamon, and then this one is North Sea. So I did alternating those 2. These are 2 gorgeous colors, which I am totally in love with. Then for this section, this is section 2. I used, it's my favorite jean jacket, which is this. And then I used something that wasn't Dye House. It is Windstar Fibers in the color of Storm Cloud with this. So that right here.
Storm Cloud is gorgeous.
Isn't it? That is these 2 held together. Then you pick up stitches here, because you do this section, you do this section. I had a little confusion right here how to make this whole thing work. So I actually talked to Kevin. He talked me off the ladder or ledge for a little bit. And then one of the comments, if you go into Ravelry, was like, I don't understand how to do this. And somebody provided a link to a Stephen West sweater that's kind of the same thing. Because you knit, knit front and back, do something, then you pick up here and you pick up here. And actually, once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. And then you just keep on going. So this color right here.
This is actually on the diagonal.
Yeah. So this color right here, this yellow, is Mac and Jack's, and I'm curious to know.
You've been dying to open that second one.
I know, because this is Mac and Jack's beer, if it has anything to do with it or not.
Dude, it totally does.
And I think, sorry, I probably should. Well, the head's kind of big right now, but the Mac and Jack's beer has a lion on it. I don't know if I can show it right here, and maybe it matches this color a little bit, which it kind of does. So that's very interesting. And then I did the 5th section in, my favorite jean jacket. No, this is the 4th. And then I did this 2 with North Sea and this Windstar Fibers held together. And now I'm finishing off with cinnamon.
How in the world did you come up with these colors? Because this is like amazing.
I know, right? So I just was searching the website and I saw these and I was like, I must have them. And again, my plan changed from Reverberate to this one. And once the cinnamon is finished right here, and then I do a whole border around it. And I'm super excited about it. Like, this is one of those knits that I was knitting and I'm already planning on what the next one will look like. There are a couple mistakes. Thank you for pointing them out, hun. Even in here, I think I purled one or something. So I actually thought, I was like, is it possible, I don't want like flowery, if I can like crochet a very little petal flower or something and kind of put them in a few mistake areas? I'm contemplating that in my head right now. So that is what I'm working on.
Well, okay, so let me praise you like I should. This is like when Project Runway, when the season with Mondo, whatever season that was, it was like you would see all these colors and like, I don't know, and then all of a sudden it walks down the catwalk and it's like, oh my God, this is really, I'm super duper impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not crazy town, but it is a little bit out of the
bold.
norm of what people, what is that?
It's very,
Okay, I saw a spot. I was like, what is that?
This is bold.
Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm super excited to have it around my neck, and I probably might have it done by next episode because it's one of those ones you start going, you're going, and part of me actually thought, since this is fingering, there's a small version and a large version. I am doing the large, but I thought, what if I did a small version in DK and went up a couple needle sizes? What would that look like?
I don't know what any of that means, but I think it's gorgeous.
DK yarn is heavier than fingering weight, and if I made the small version in DK, it might come out bigger like this.
Ah.
But less work because it's DK. That's just something I'm playing around with my head though.
Try it.
But yeah, I'm super excited. Again, the Vertices Unite Shaw by Mr. Stephen West. I think it's a pattern that's been out for a few years, and I love it because literally it's like a puzzle. You're putting things together. The instructions are super easy. It looks harder than it is, and the only part that causes a little bit of confusion for me was when I had to join these three sections together. But again, if you go back and look at one of his sweater patterns, there was a video that he does to tell you how to pick it up, which is similar to this.
I am super excited. It's bold. I love the pattern itself is bold and the colors are bold. I really am. It's very attractive.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's much different than anything that I've seen you do before.
Yeah, I was looking for. It looked, even though it's not as challenging, it looked more challenging. Oh, I probably shouldn't show the pattern. Let me show this part. It looked more challenging than what it actually is. So, Chip, what are you making?
What am I making? So you all know that I have been on this total journey for the lemon pepper quilt, and it took a little bit of time trying to find a backing fabric, and then it arrived this week from Connecting Threads, and I am super duper.
It is gorge.
Actually, I cut so many of the blocks that I'm making two. So this is one, and I've got the next one downstairs in the queue, and I'm really, really excited about how this is coming along.
Would you like me to stand up?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is the lemon pepper progress.
There we go.
Okay, so totally
Tubular.
modern. I love that each of these blocks is completely different. Like each one is unique, and I just had fun with like cutting out the squares. Like I did strips, and I was playing around on EQ8 with different designs. I was thinking about like doing triangles, but then that meant that I had to sacrifice more of the inner block colors. And I was like, you know what? It just makes sense. Like the way this was starting to talk to me in a way that said, hey, these want to be definitely blocks and not just like triangles. And like this is becoming like a pattern of my own complete design. I didn't like I think the only inspiration that I wound up with was from the colors, like the lemon and the kind of like that burnt orange.
I am so amazed and impressed by this. I mean, I love how it doesn't look like Polaroids, but didn't it kind of give you a vibe of like little Polaroids hanging up in just different colors of yellow and black?
Absolutely. One of the Christmas prezzies that I got was the design board, and this was the project to use it. Like, just having it, like it's in the TV room downstairs, the big design board, and each block was just sitting you just kind of smack it onto the felt, and each block, and you're rearranging, and then you come sit down on the couch and you're just, look, and it's like, this thing started evolving into its own, like, it was talking to me, and like, it was meant to be this.
Yeah.
So that's yarn bling.
But
quilt bling.
It's changed and morphed like at least 5 or 6 times. And every time I'm like, ooh, and you do it, and I'm just like, wow, it just keeps on getting better and better.
Yep. And so actually, we have a lot of Robert Kaufman and Artisan Batik fabrics. So this is Artisan Batik fabrics. So is this one. And then this and this is Robert Kaufman. And so like this is one of those projects that was really meant to be scrappy. So I just made strips, and like 1, 2, actually, how did I do that? Oh, this is 1, 2, 3 strips, and then just depending on where I was laying the final square, so I would square it up and then make it to this, and then I took some connecting thread chambray tonals, and so like all of them have this L, so it's a dark L, and then the lighter L, and it just gives rich dimension, and I'm really, really, really excited the way this is coming along. The second one, the sister to this quilt, I'm going to have in a lighter chambray, so it's going to have a little bit more of a an off-white chambray color. So this one's going to be the darker one with the gray, but totally, this is a great beginner project because it's not like a traditional quilt where each block has to mirror and like be exact to the next one. This one can be very scrappy, and each one can be unique. And I loved just like totally what you're saying is like, this inspired me like, hey, someday I want to make a Polaroid quilt.
I think that was so awesome.
Where maybe like I would have just a bottom layer of white, and then like I could do some black silhouettes where it's like people or palm trees or mountains, or whatever, but just do like little silhouettes in and make it look like each one is a vignette in a Polaroid.
I love it. I'm just admiring, for some reason, there's like this hint of little yellow guy right there, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Because there's like, did you knit it all, not knit, sew it all together first and then start cutting, or how'd you get the squares?
So again, what I did is I kept going with strips. And so each strip was like this long, and then like I would choose this as a strip and then add this. And then like it was 3 strips, I just kept making different squares, and then
so awesome.
cut, sew, and just explored. I just explored a little bit of strip piecing.
You should be so proud of this. And it's not even finished. That's how proud you should be, that even when it's finished, you're going to be more proud.
This one, this is one of those projects where I've gone back to the design board, I've been in EQ8, I've been in sewing mode, and especially this one put me on fire to be in assembly mode. Like when you finally figure something out and it's like, okay, I've got this, and I'm assemble. So even though for you non-sewers or non-quilters, your normal width of fabric is about 41, 42 inches, maybe 44. But the width of the bolt of fabric is quite long. But to keep you so that each block is going to be in a row and they're all going to line up perfectly, you still want your sashing right here cut to the same length of each block. Then that way when you're piecing everything stays square, and it's like you've got a vertical, you've got a horizontal plane, and you don't have to worry about, oh, it starts going like this and like this and like this. So even though the bolt of fabric, and this is nothing but a big stripe of solid, I still knew to go ahead and still make just the width of the block, so that when you're piecing everything together, all you have to do is worry about in the moment, what does this block, does it line up? And little by little, when you're making your way across the entire quilt, everything will fall into place. Everything will come into line. I love this, and I'm actually going to just do a meander on this. I don't want to go crazy on the like any kind of custom quilting. I just want to do a meander because I think like it doesn't need it. I don't need to do fussy
No.
for this one. Let me show you the backing fabric that I found. Now, considering that this is the lemon pepper, it's got the yellows, it's got some darks, it's like different, how many shades of gray?
50.
50 shades of gray.
50 shades of gray in this quilt.
It's got 50 shades of gray. I was like, you know what? I took a cue from Jean Truelove and actually Todd from Quilting in the Fast Lane. I took a cue from them. They have done quilts where they took some like leopard print or they took some zebra print and they just went wild with it. And I'm like, that to me is brave.
That's way outside your personal realm.
That's way out. But you know what? For the backing fabric, I'm going wild. So I've got a print, and I think this is really great for this quilt. Like I saw that, and you know how you're scrolling along, you're looking at like site after site after site, wherever you source your fabric, and I looked at this one and I was like, that's a thumb stopper. My thumb stopped, and I found this one, and again, this was also connecting threads. And I thought this is way out of my comfort zone, but I think this is the right one.
It has some touches of that kind of
exactly
in here.
Exactly. Even though it's
so
like
it's
this is Robert Kaufman, but it's still
a nod.
A nod.
I know you hate when I say that, but it's a nod to it.
No, I laugh at work when I'm in a meeting and whoever is running the meeting and they're like, that's a great question. Oh yeah, that's a great question.
That's a great question, Chip. We don't know the answer to that.
Are you really going to tell me when that's a bad question?
I've been told.
Oh, really?
No, I have no bad questions. I just don't ask any.
So anyway, lemon pepper and times dose. We've got 2 of them coming. They're going to be very similar but slightly different.
Is the other one going to be this size?
So these are
smaller.
69 by 69.
Yeah, man.
So the sashing is about 2 inches and each block is about 8.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and
is
like
this going on the bed or is this couch?
Michael over at Piece for Piece, I'm here for it. I am like this backing
You can't
fabric.
steal Michael's lingo.
I am here for it. I am living for it.
You can't steal Michael's
It's all the TikTok.
Yes, we're all here for it and living for it.
I am living. So yeah, and this is going to be for the couch. And you know what? This is a weird area. You know, it's like you want to toot your horn, but you don't want to toot your horn. Like I look at this, and for me, I'm like, this kind of looks expensive. It looks really. It looks good. I'm really pleased with it.
I think it does too. I love it.
And this is more selfish quilting.
You gotta do something nice for yourself, right? You just have to.
If you're a hustler, you do.
If you're, hustlers, make something for yourself this year. Who cares? So what?
It's it can all. What if this is the best it's ever going to get?
Again. I mean, yes, this is exactly what I planned for when I was 8.
18. I'm going to conquer the world.
Yeah, then you kind of go, I'm just going to get by.
If I get to payday, I'm good.
That's all that matters to me anymore. Those dreams of, I don't have those CEO dreams.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So anyway, lemon pepper, and you know what? I mean, like, there's a little part of me that says, you know, for our, when we hit the, hey, y'all.
I don't know what I'm excited about.
We hit 4,000 subscribers.
I am applauding us. Yes, we hit 4,000 subscribers. How exciting is that?
That gives a
It does. I'm very excited about that. It took us a while, but we did it. We want to hold on to all of you.
Yes, and it's like, Susan, we love you. I mean, like, there's all these people that were
That's Susan. Okay, okay. It's like Susan. Now I know
Susan
Yes,
and
yes.
Charlie. You know, and there's so many people that we
Sheila.
we love. We absolutely Veronica, Lucy, and there's people who have been with us, and you are part of our tribe, and we absolutely love you. We've got this huge circle, and we're so grateful. So I'm already working on the Christmas cards for this year for the thank yous.
Did you get last year's? No. Didn't send them, but everybody knows that.
But I'm thinking, if we can get to 5,000, maybe I can do the sister to this quilt and give that away as
That's a big giveaway.
That would be huge, y'all. And I will say that the binding will all be machine sewn and not hand done.
You can send it to Justin.
You get what I
Pearl,
get.
and he can hand sew it for you.
Yeah, dealer's choice.
Nice.
But, I mean, for if we can get to 5,000 subscribers, then I will give away a quilt.
All right, I'll give something away on 5,000 subscribers as well.
What are you going to give away?
I have something that Deb gave me last year that I've been waiting for the right time. It is 5 skeins of goodness.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, if this doesn't happen for 2 years, we're still going to keep it here for 2 years. But tell a friend or 8.
It might have that Fiber Hustle smell.
I love the Fiber Hustle smell.
So anyway, I'm very excited, and I'm making that. What are you
making?
Yeah. So, bing.
I love it.
Love it.
Oh, the light's really good on me right now.
Okay. So, Aaron.
Yeah.
What are you making?
I am making, you saw this before, and you're going to see it again, but I made a little bit of progress, and the sad thing is, this is the Montrealer.
Is that a chip basket?
It is a chip basket. I have a chip basket with me all day long. The thing about this is the Montrealer. Our Thursday night knit night is doing it, and I think it was Kevin and I from Needles at the Ready's idea to do this, and I think we're the ones that are most behind on it.
We?
Kevin and I, because a lot of people have finished it already, and everybody's doing their own thing with it, different patterns. I have done mine a little bit different. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I haven't done that much. But again, here it is. I'm using all Malabrigo yarn except for this orange stripe right here is Meeker Street, which is from Nifty Knitter in Issaquah, Washington, which Nancy will be there next week. It is their DK weight, and it is called Dragon's Breath. But what I have done since we saw you last time is I have pretty much added the pocket or pouch or whatever you call this thing. It's like you go through it. And here's what happened. So I got to here and it said add the pocket, and I was like, it made sense to me, but I wasn't really ready to start it yet because there's a lot of reading to do, even though it's very easy to do. And that's why I actually started the shawl. I was like, I need something just for a few days. I'm going to put this in timeout.
Because you didn't want to mess it up.
That is correct. I want to actually make sure I focused on it. But I have finished it. I still have to do the border edging.
Kind of like a banding.
Yeah, the banding on it, which you're supposed to use the main color for. But again, if you've seen the actual pattern, it's striped all the way down. I only did 3 huge stripes.
And you all have been very helpful because there have been suggestions on how, just how to embellish that.
Yeah, and everybody's suggestions have been great, and I thank you all for it. I think I'm going to do the, what did you say it's called?
Banding.
The banding in this
ochre
color, just to give it a little pop right here. But then part of me is like, oh, maybe I should do, I don't want to do it in this purple color.
No.
But I'm thinking either the ochre
I think ochre or
the orange.
I would do the orange around the hood.
The hood?
And then do the ochre on the banding.
Okay. So that's what I'm thinking about doing.
Or
Yeah.
you could have. No, I think it would be a little bit too juvenile to do one. Like
I
both
thought
colors.
about that, and I just thought I didn't want it to look so
Like,
punky,
you don't-
Punky Brewster.
You don't need tricks.
And yeah, I don't need tricks. I was like, is it too Punky Brewster for the younger kids? You have no idea who that is. And I only have like, I do this for I think 2 inches at the bottom. It's one by run ribbing, knit purl, and then I bind it off, and then I do this part, and then I do the sleeves and the hood. So I don't have too much one by one ribbing before I actually.
Who is this yarn?
This is, like I said, this is all Malabrigo.
This is really nice.
Except for this orange, which actually looks like it fits into the Malabrigo line, which is Nifty Knitter's Meeker Street yarn and Dragon Breath, which is gorgeous orange.
Gang, this really feels like. So, as a sewer, I'm a little weird about your whole. This is fabric when you call your knitting, but this really feels good. I mean, like this is nice.
Yeah.
Like I would want, like, you could go shirtless under this.
Okay.
Like it feels.
I was trying to think of something to say, but nothing was coming. I was like, okay.
It feels like something you want next to your skin.
No, definitely. But I usually don't do my sweaters shirtless, just because you get that pit smell.
Where did that go?
See,
I didn't do it.
Every time
I
you
didn't do
touch
it.
It probably goes right here. But let's just. He's gonna fall off anyway, so we'll leave it alone for a minute.
This is his Parish du jour
is.
stitch marker that our lovely friend
Jane
gave. And like this is like I don't know anything about stitch markers, but this is the only one I know. Like this is like
It's cool. It's the
this
Apple
is
Tower.
this is the one in like our whole career of Fiber Hustle. This is the stitch marker I know.
This is the one I have not lost.
And like, what do you guys do with like, as a non-knitter? I see all of these stitch markers that are on the
floor or in the couch.
And what? How do you like? Why can't they just have like this super magnetized thing that just like
That's a very
flings it across the room and then goes back to?
if you can make
back to home.
a chip basket that has like one magnet just at the top, and all your stitch markers just go, and they're there.
I could try.
That would be brill. Oh my gosh.
Brill.
I'm
Are you
Stuart.
English?
I'm Stuart now. Love you, Stuart. So yeah, this is Malabrigo yarn, super wash. The only thing I'm worried about, I tried it on. It fits, and it fits well. And I'm kind of dropped a few pounds, thank God. But I'm afraid, like I think Ray just said this on the last episode, that once he gets it wet, it's going to be too big. But I think we're going to be good. Chip. I'm usually the one that has that kind of humor, and I went right past that.
Oh
one.
my God.
So yeah, well, once you get it wet to block it, I'm hoping it doesn't like expand to like a huge amount. But if that happens, then we live with it and we learn. That's why a lot of people don't do their sweaters or hoodies in superwash, because they know it's going to grow and expand a little bit.
What's the ETA on this?
I have not read really the hood patterns, and some people say the instructions are good, but it might be tricky. So I want a deadline by at least the end of April, if not sooner. I'm just saying April. That's a huge. I could have it done by the next episode. I want to finish the shawl first, and then this.
So what season is this?
Well, it's actually fall, spring, so I'm hoping I can finish it. Well, it looks more spring, doesn't it?
You know what? You do good with your colors lately.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this was all out of
Your brain.
my brain.
Your
said,
thinker.
My brain says do these, and that's good. Yeah, so that's where I am with the Montrealer. Give it a try. Again, patterns are just recipes, and whatever you have in your little pantry is what you should use. You don't have to follow everything exactly.
I'm really, really impressed. Like
It's my stitch marker.
like your whole color story situation is really you're really amping up. I'm really excited for you.
I'm getting more into colors. I think the first year of this little show, we're all blues and grays, and then I said, "Hey, get out of the kiddie pool and jump into the danger zone."
And you've done it, and I think you're achieving. So good for you.
Thank you.
That's a cheers.
You filled up your beverage.
You didn't see me. I took the bottle.
Oh my God.
So I will say this bottle has been in the house 3 years. 3 years, and
this I think will be our last episode that we drink for a very long time.
Yeah, I had a little wine, but I know what I was doing. Have you guys seen It's Always Sunny? This show is not for everybody.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the Boggs episode.
The Boggs episode, when they're all trying to achieve the most beers drank
on an
airplane, and they finally get to, what stadium is it?
It's Dodger Stadium, maybe?
It's sports ball. And they get to the stadium, and Charlie, they put subtitles on there to...
Because he's so drunk.
Because he's so drunk, they put subtitles in there. And he was hilarious.
He sold it.
I've never seen somebody act like drunk that was just so believable. Check mark, it was funny.
Do you have any had to have it or anything
don't.
you thought? I only have one had to have it. Actually, it's someone thought I should have it. Sarah, very nice lady from Superfine Yarn Co. has sent me some goodies.
I love her logo. It looks
I know. It's very hip. It's very big.
I want to go skating now.
Do you? Does it give you a retro vibe?
The
Oh, it does look like it kind of is. But she sent me some quality yarn from her store. That's bad.
quality yarn
for her store. No, she sent me these 3 skeins, and I'm super grateful, and I wanted to share with you. First of all, she's in Cleveland, Ohio. I am from Cleveland, Columbus, but still, anything from Ohio I think is good. Not many people say that, and we had a conversation about that. She goes, not many people say they're excited about things from Ohio. I was. So this is Romney sock. It's a Hush. It looks like her thing is handmade in Cleveland, Ohio. Superfineyarn.com. Custom blend made in collaboration with Baton Knit Fibers Mill. So this is 60% U.S. sourced merino, 30% U.S. source Romney, and 10% nylon. It's 400 yards, and it is a fingering weight, and that blue is gorgeous. It looks like there's a hint of purple in there as well.
And gang, I will say that the colors are rendering true to life.
It is very true to life. It smells good. It doesn't smell really... I'm a smeller. My sister was a smeller.
He likes to smell everything. I
don't.
I don't give a damn.
This looks like a Ross color. This is Romney sock. This is Chihiro?
Maybe?
Chihiro. It is a very obviously neon greenish yellow. Again, 60% U.S. source merino, 30% U.S. source Romney, and 10% nylon. 400 yards, and this feels just as good as well.
I will say this wool is giving me life.
It is. It's
because
gorgeous.
It's like if you want like a wool feel but without the scratchy. Mm-hmm. Like this definitely has a wool feel.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have that, like, oh, I don't want this against my skin, like, it's scratchy. Like, this is giving me life. I'm here for this.
You're not Michael. Stop trying to be Michael. And then we have another one. This is the Righteous Sock in Boozy Cherry. This one is 85% superwash, extra fine merino, and 15% nylon.
When did this come in?
A couple days ago.
Who was this from?
Sarah at Superfine Yarn Co.
Dang, Sarah, that was very generous of you.
But this is gorgeous. Look at this Boozy Cherry. There's so many colors in there that you can get lost of all the different purples, reds, pinks,
dude,
anything.
Our cameras, I gotta tell you, our cameras are good. These colors are coming up true to life.
So this is superwash. When you feel this, it's gonna feel different than what you have in your hand.
Okay, this feels
Not as woolly.
It doesn't feel woolly, and maybe I am the perfect person to like test this because I don't understand the different fibers. This doesn't feel this feels softer. This feels like more of a merino. Is that right?
Does it? I don't.
A merino wool like a superwash.
It's probably yes. Well, it is superwash.
Okay, so where this feels like
this is merino and Romney.
Okay, so this feels like
this feels more woolly.
Woolly, like I'm gonna do. Like I would.
I'm waiting to see where you go with this.
Ireland and Scottish.
Apologies to our Irish and Scottish friends.
I don't know, but you know what? But neither of them, none of these are very, very scratchy. So
So I think they're all great. And just look how, like this fingering. Wait, this looks. Is it fingering? It can't be. Is it? I think. Oh, it is fingering. So you can tell the difference between a fingering of the 100%. Sorry, the superwash and the merino. Just because look how much you get more. It's the exact same yardage. Let me see. 393 yards, but to see how this is thicker just because it's like I'm going to stop speaking.
No, I love this. I would. So would you do, so wait, what are you doing? Are these giveaways or?
She told me I could do whatever I want with them. So I think I'm going to, but I love them all. And to be fair, I said, hey, send whatever you want, and then I'll give like at least one or two away at bingo or keep 1 and 2. So I don't know which ones I want to keep. I don't know which ones I want to give away at bingo, but obviously I want to get her name out there because they came. We won't show anything that we think is not appropriate on this show. I don't want to say appropriate, but it's good quality. We like them, so we want to get it out there. So I don't know which one I want to give away.
Sarah?
Yeah. It is Sarah at Superfine Yarns.
Love it.
Yeah, so thank you very much for sending these. One of them will be a bingo prize or maybe 2, but I kind of blue is my color, but this is really intriguing me to see how it actually knits up.
Love it.
Very much appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And
the tote bag.
I love it.
It's so cool.
Nah? Yeah?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There we go. Thank you, Sarah. That was very generous of you.
Yes, very nice of you. Anything, that's all I have, and I am out of beer.
Well, just in time, or JIT.
You're like a totally different person when you go in your room and watch TikTok.
And you know what? I have been so busy at work. So busy at work. It's a relief to get like a mental dump of something that's different. Like I have been extremely busy at work. And like that's part of the reason why we haven't been podcasting is just like by the end of the day, you're just burnt.
You're exhausted.
And it's like, you know, I mean like to keep up, but we love you. We know you love us. If you've made it this far.
Yes, if you made it this far, you deserve a prize or something.
But yeah, so yeah, we appreciate, thank you again for the 4,000. We hit 4K. Woohoo!
Coming to you in 4K with 4K viewers.
Woo! Look at that. And I
can't believe I just high-fived. I'm not a high-fiver.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're too cool?
Is there a TikTok word for high five? Don't. Just go on.
Bet.
Bet. Yes.
Do you guys know what bet means? It means like you simply agree. Like, I don't know, bet. All these TikTok terms, but I'm glad you were here to join us. And Johan.
Play us out.
Play us out.